Morning everyone, hope you're having a sensational start to your day. Finishing off the week in regards to self-encouragement, self-worth, and looking into your inner worth, making sure that you're doing some positive self-talk. And I talk about these things not because I think, I'll look up something and share it. I talk because it's through experience. It's through experience of trial and error and massive fails, spectacular losses. I've moved from continent to continent 4 times with a young family. I've gained and lost everything multiple times in my 20s, 30s, 40s. I've learned so much along the way, and I share that only because maybe you didn't know some of that. Maybe you didn't, you think I'm just looking up stuff and sharing what I think might be appropriate. The experience that I have in knowing that positive self-talk is amazing is because when I've been at the lowest, where there is no hope, and I've got 2 small kids and I'm working 3 jobs, I'm working 90 hours a week, I have no future plans, I have nothing to look forward to, I'm struggling mentally, physically, I look to this positive self-talk, and it helped change my future. And because it's like a story I've heard on the internet, and you might have heard this before on Facebook, where someone grabs $100 note, right, and they show you it, and then they scrunch it up and they throw it on the floor, and they smash it in the floor, and they tell it it's worthless and you're nothing and you're the root of all evil and you're disgusting and you'll never amount to anything. Then you pick up that $100 note and you asked, how much is it worth? Well, it's still worth $100, right? I don't care if you throw it out into the wind, chuck it in the bin. I don't care if you throw it into a storm and go get it back. If it's half ripped or whatever it is, it's still worth $100. So no matter what happens to you, no matter how many times you've been kicked, beat down, felt the worst you've ever felt, have no thoughts of best future for you, don't know how it could get any worse, you look within, what's your worth? You're still unique, you're still irreplaceable, you're still incredible, because everyone has massive potential. Now whether they tap into that, that's up to them. And that's what I looked at and learned when I started doing some positive self-talk. I learned from Jack Canfield on one of his DVDs, I think it was CDs back in the day, and he would repeat some of these affirmations. And I didn't want to repeat his affirmations and listen to an American accent in my head, so I record it in my own words, and so I can listen to myself. And that might sound a bit weird, but to me, it helped reinforce my worth. I had been through all the things that I had been through, and everyone has been through their stuff, right? Doesn't mean they're any less worth what they are now. Well, they are still incredible, amazing, and you have limitless potential if you want. So that's why I look at, it's not what happens to you, it's what you do in response to it, right? And it can be terrible. And I know that people have been through worse than I have. And I know that I've seen death, and I've seen people, life can be very short. And I've seen unfortunate circumstances and terrible accidents, and people die of cancer, and I've lost people to suicide, and life is hard and challenging. But if I only focus on that, then I also get what I focus on. And I have to start thinking towards a bright future. I have to start telling myself how much I am worth, because and like any underdog story that you see them go from nothing to something, it's possible. It's not just possible for them, it's possible for all of us. And so I look at the challenge of, it's not, sometimes people are saying it's self-esteem when it's other-esteem. You have other-esteem. I heard someone say that, because all their esteem is based on what other people tell them, or the acceptance of other people, or the opinions of other people. That's not self-esteem, that's other-esteem. Okay, so look within and start telling yourself, having some positive self-talk, and know how amazing and incredible you are. You have untapped potential, know that. Go through some of the affirmations and some of the things that I have put in this post, and tell yourself and come up with your own. One of mine that got me through some struggles, and I still use it, is today is an amazing new gift and incredible things will happen today. And I acted on it. I didn't just say it and think it's going to happen. I pushed hard and thought about all the things that I could do outside of the box, and I told myself every day that today is an amazing new gift. And not everyone gets it, and some people are gone. And that incredible things will happen today. And when I believe it, and when I act on it, and when eventually, sometimes it takes longer than you might want, it does happen. Things come up, things happen in your life. So use some of the things in the post for your affirmations, telling yourself positive self-talk. You are irreplaceable. Know that, and have an incredible day.